Welcome to another edition of Music Entertainment Industry Talk with your host Don Paget. Hey, it's a great privilege to be back with you, and I tell you, we have a wonderful program for you today. We've got these young men that's in the studio now. These are Stellar Award winners, and I'm telling you, it's so great to have them all here with us. Young Men for Christ is in the studio. And we just want you all to share the broadcast, tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell a relative that we're on, and just share the broadcast and let folks know that we're here and we have them on. And without further ado, I'm going to bring them into the studio. And during the program, if you have any questions, you could just type in your questions, and we'll be happy to share that with them. All right. Without further ado, I'm going to bring in Young Men for Christ right here on the V Network Radio. Hello, everyone. How y'all doing?
Hello.
How y'all doing?
Hello.
Hey.
Good. God bless you all. Hey, man, it's a great honor to have you all, and I want to thank Mr. Nero for making this possible, who is the manager of the Young Men for Christ, and I'm telling you, it's so great to have you all here, and I'm blessed to see a younger generation behind me coming up in the quartet industry. Oh, man, it's awesome. And welcome, everyone.
Thank you.
Good to be here.
All right. You guys are from Detroit, Michigan?
Yes.
And tell us about the group.
Well, Young Men for Christ is consists of how many? About 10, I would say. 10 or more. I can't keep count. But I know 6 singers, 4 or 5 musicians. What's our age? How old is Alan? I'm sorry. Alan is 19, so that's the youngest. So we're 19 all the way to 60.
All right.
50.
54. I think.
Right. 54.
All right. Hey, and we've got
50.
so many trying to come in at this time. But anyway, just want to say that you guys tell us about your Stellar Award winning.
So
And we can go one by one.
This year, we were blessed to be able to receive the 2021 Gospel Quartet of the Year for Stellar Award.
All right.
It was an amazing opportunity, amazing feeling. It was a dream come true, literally. It was a dream come true. It was something that we dreamed of doing, that we never thought that we would be in that position or even in this position itself. But God saw fit to allow us to be able to receive this magnificent award. We've been singing for 9 years, going on 10 years. And, that just goes to show you that our works have not been in vain. So we was blessed to win this year's Stellar Award. And, it's just been an amazing journey from here on out. And we just thank God for everything that he's done, everything that he's getting ready to do. And that's pretty much it.
All right. And just want to say that you guys have got so many projects out, and one of the projects that most recently, Young Men for Christ, Elevation. And the song that we played on the beginning of the track is a testimony. I tell you, that song is going out all over the world. And man, I'm quite sure that song right there is most favorite in the quartet gospel music industry that a lot of people request.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. It gives you that traditional, that quartet sound.
Yeah.
It puts me in the style of well, when I first wrote it, I was kind of going for the Canton Spirituals type of sound. That real churchy type of sound. But yeah.
All right. And Yeah, and I love. I mean, there's so many favorites that we have. I'm telling you, you got trying to see Jesus. He's able. Thank Jesus, face to face testimony, and so many others on the project. And I love trying to see Jesus. I love that one. That's one of my favorites right there. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good song too.
yeah.
Good song.
You all have been nominees for different awards. Tell us about the Texas Gospel Music Award, and also you all was nominees for the Dove Awards, right?
Right.
Yeah. Tell us about
Well,
those.
Lavelle, go ahead and tell them what the Texas Gospel Music Excellence Awards is.
Well, I got it though. Okay. Yes, they won their first award at the Texas Gospel Music Excellence Awards. Just so I guess that was in what 16,
Mm-hmm.
2016.
That was
And from that point on,
18,
God just
2018.
18. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it's 18. Then since then, God has blessed them with so many awards and nominations. A lot of times, the guys forget about their Dove Award consideration after 2 weeks after they got the Stellars. I just thought that was phenomenal for a independent management company and an independent artist. Well, I got two in the Detroit Youth Choir that received the Stellar Award that night. But Young Men for Christ just recently they got nominated for the Stellars. Franklin got three nominations for male artists, new artists. I can't think of his other one, and then we got another one from One Way Radio. So God is just still blessing. Then we got one for Devin Warmack at the Premier Gospel Music Awards uh,
Alabama.
in Alabama, yeah, Montgomery, Alabama. That was October. And then if we back up to September, the Rhythm and Gospel Awards, they received two awards there. So they have been acknowledged across this country and internationally. They were on the Ghana Awards for International Artists. They were nominated there. So the group has just been, God has just been taking them higher and higher in their ministry beyond that we ever even thought. Since we have been partnering, since I've been their manager, God has just been doing awesome things. We have one of our newest members on here, Jesse Williams, and he's just been such an asset, blessing to the group since he's been a part. I see Davion just came on, and Eric Senior has came on. So
Right.
that's, as far as awards, I don't, there's just been so many to name.
Yes. Yeah, when I looked at the list, I was like, wow. It's so many, awards after awards. It's like, wow, nonstop for you guys. Seeing as though the group is so young, now how are you all dealing with like, the performance, the rehearsals, the award banquets, I mean, just nonstop interviews after interviews after interviews. How are you all dealing with all of this? Being so young in the quartet industry.
Well, I could definitely say we've been managing it pretty well. To be honest, we definitely Lavelle definitely give us a notice ahead of time on when he have these type of things set up. So we've definitely made it our duties and our and made it very important for us to keep these dates and keep these interviews going to stay in the public eye or stay relevant or different things like that. But we definitely make it our job and our duties to make sure that we are into what we're supposed to be doing when it comes to these interviews and things like that. So.
Oh, that's great. And we got somebody that's chatting in the chat room. And we've got Mary Burton. Thank you so much. She says, God bless you all. Continue to encourage the masses with the good news through song. And so many are just chiming in on tonight. And so many chiming in. A lot of folks out there are saying blessings. Dr. Cormier, and he's out in the audience, and all of your fans are out here, and it's just great. Being a young group and taking the quartet industry to the next level. What is it like? You know what I'm saying? Was this the plan when you all started the group?
No, honestly,
No, it wasn't the plan. Go ahead, Frank.
no. I mean, to be honest with you, to be completely upfront, this award has gotten us, it's gotten us a lot of attention. Some good attention, some bad attention. But like they say, good all press is good press. Okay. So it's been a blessing. It has its challenges. But like you say, everything happens for a reason. Everything has a purpose. God does everything for a reason. And we're just the people that He's just doing it for. What can you say? Nothing you can really do about it.
How do you guys describe your style of music? Because I listen to your music and I'm like, I'm listening at some traditional, contemporary quartet, so I'm hearing the different styles of music, in the quartet industry. A lot of times, tell me, do you consider yourself as a contemporary quartet artist, or do you consider yourself as a traditional quartet?
A mixture of both.
No.
Wouldn't you guys agree?
Yeah, both.
Yeah, we try to go, try to reach as many people as possible, from the music arrangements, trying to touch everybody, to the older generation of people that we sing to the younger generation. From what I've seen, younger people love, music and, a rhythmic type of thing, something groovy but churchy.
Right.
So that's what we try to keep it in that lane, but yet try different things. With the last EP that we put out, it was definitely a new sound for us, a new journey I would say we were on. And we just tried something different. And once we put out this new single that'll come out soon, not sure when, but it's definitely going to get a little contemporary, a little traditional, but still young.
Yeah. And now, the different parts that you all sing, and do we have all the singers or musicians? And start with you, Jesse. You sing top.
I actually don't. I have a very low voice, so no, I do not sing.
Oh, you say baritone.
I'm not sure if he's right. I don't know where he at, but he's in here. That's Davion. He sings top. I sing. I want to say I sing a mixture of different parts.
Okay.
Sometimes because when Eric,
that's fair.
Up and singing, switch his note. But I want to say my tenor, Franklin.
You are a utility singer, as McGee had called you.
Yes.
He can sing both middle and the baritone, the tenor and baritone.
Yeah.
And Eric, where are you at?
I sing. Well, which one?
Which Eric?
We got two. Oh, we got Eric Jr.
He the one that
Eric
falls in that
Senior.
60 category, that 50-60 category.
Oh, hey, keep living. Eric, what range you sing?
I sing baritone singer.
All right. And
I'm baritone singer / like second lead singer.
All right. Yeah. And I think we got senior in.
There goes senior, yeah.
All right, and Devion.
Yeah, I'm the top singer. I sing the
Okay.
top.
Uh huh.
So yeah.
And I think Eric is in, senior is in, and what part you sing, Lavelle?
I can sing them all.
There you go. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. And Mr. Lavelle is the manager of the Young Men for Christ, and I'm telling you, doing a great job. And I just want to let everyone know we got Mr. Devin Womack, prominent promoter in the house, and give a shout out to Devin Womack. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining us. Also, we have Mr. Kevin O'Neill. Yes, he's in the house. And so many back channeling me, let me know, hey, they love your music and they appreciate you all. Typically, what is your typical creative process? Like when you create music, what is like your creative process? Do you just say, okay, I'm gonna just write this music and here it is, boom? What's the creative process like?
Well, for the music, it depends on who's writing the song.
Uh-huh.
For most of the material is written by my dad. Shout out to Franklin McGee Jr. all the way in sunny Sacramento, California, Sunnyside, California. So that's where he's at. But yeah, he's written all the music pretty much for our first 2 albums. He's arranged all of that music and everything. But once again, when this new EP came out last year, we kind of put it in the younger people's hands this time around, as far as, writing and arranging. All the music was arranged by our I would say co-MD, Tony Stanford. Great man, great young man. Y'all can chime in.
All right. One of the things I see you guys are like dress sharp, when you guys go out and
I would definitely like to take credit for that.
No, you don't.
Don't say
you guys are sharp. Do you guys have a person to coordinate your attire when you go out, or
I think when we
it's a
do
mixture
that,
of all of us.
Oh, I thought y'all was gonna designate one person.
Well, it sure won't be you, that's for sure.
Well, Davion lately, for at least for Davion and Johnson, for this anniversary that's coming up on Friday, they kind of work together.
Let everybody know. Let everybody know.
You normally Davion be the first to say what this and pull out this or whatever. So then it becomes like, okay, yay, nay, whatever.
Yeah.
But Davion has been kind of the driving force, on some of the time.
Yeah. If we have all of our listeners out, if you would like to give a shout out, you want to call into the numbers on the screen, 860-461-7577. You can call in real quick, and if you want to say hello to the Young Men for Christ Stellar Award winners, I'm telling you, it's so awesome. And I got to get all these guys autographed, man. I got to get the pictures. I got to get the picture and the autograph and the signature, so I can put up in the studio here. What does being young and having that background is the main key. And the lead vocalist, of course, but the background singers, you guys got to keep up that tempo, and then also you guys got to step and move. And I'm telling you, you guys, when I see you guys out there, I see so much of energy, from you guys, and tell me, do you guys work out like every single day? When it comes down to making all those moves and the steps.
Well, you want to be honest, none of us
I'll
work
I'll
out.
take I'll take that answer.
None of us work out. You want to be honest. But
On
thank
stage,
God,
they work out on stage.
as close as we get.
I'll take that answer, fellas. A lot of that comes from me. I'm not gonna hold you up.
Uh,
Just so
I
you
mean,
guys know,
that is it.
a lot of the
Now, do you
movement that
guys
comes
work
from
out
me.
like every day? I mean, because I mean, to
We
be
all
able
work.
to move like that, by the first step, I'll be like, okay, guys, you guys on your own.
The only time I believe we only work out when we on stage. That's the
Yeah.
only time we really work
Wow.
out, because that's basically only the time when we really come together as far as working towards something that we truly believe in. There's, I look at it that we don't go to no gym, but I think we all should be able to go to a gym, but only time that we work out is on stage, because
Yeah.
that's when it's real.
Hmm.
Because like I said, we never know. It's never the same at every performance that we do is
Yeah.
something different. Like I said, my son um, comes with energy, then he pass it on down. Then we all just continue to go with the flow from with him. So that's how I look at it.
And
I've been trying to
tell
tell
us
him to keep
now
up.
some, huh?
Been trying to tell him to keep up.
um, now, you guys be on point. You know what I'm saying? And that's the key right there, is that you guys are on point. And I know sometimes you guys, have a long trips and things like that. But to see you guys in sync, that's the main key right there. And not, not just standing straight, you know what I'm saying? And making sure that, the background is all set. And that's one of the things that I love about your group and what you guys are doing. Also, the background. I love the way you guys have that connection, the typical harmony in the background, and also, cause see what you do is a good background will make a leader just really go crazy and go sing it. And so that's the main key right there. So if the background pushes that leader, you know what I'm saying? That leader got to be ready when they hit. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I love about your background. And that's what we need today. Tell us, typically, how the industry from back in the day versus now. Can you give us a little insight? What is the difference out there now?
Hmm.
Johnson.
Oh wow, y'all gonna put it on me. Um, it's totally different compared to when the Canton Spirituals and the Willie Banks and the Pilgrim Jubilees and that era there. Those guys was real smooth and they just rolled. They just did it. In today's time, you got to bring energy,
Mm-hmm.
because
Exactly.
you have to bring the energy to the younger generation. We finding more the younger generation coming to quartet now than compared to back then, because like I said, that was an older crowd and an older generation, and they didn't have to work too hard. And nowadays, the music has changed, and when you look at the music now, the music industry, people is drawn by music now. So the music that you hear today is totally different. You got more guitar players, you got more keyboard players, and they bring in. To me, I think they like the loudness of the music compared to back then, where back then they heard the song, heard the voices. Today now they want to hear music. So today's in just totally different times. So
Yeah.
we sometimes we have to come up with you got to come with the times now. So but the melody of the word still needs to be heard anyway.
Right. Yeah. And and that's something that a lot of groups they don't get into. And one of the things I love about your group, you guys can harmonize and then also, and present your music vocally. You see what I'm saying? And that's what it takes to be versatile in this industry, to be able to, step aside sometimes. The lead vocalists and background singers. Sometimes you might just step away and say, break it down, to the background, to the music, and step out there, what I'm saying, with the harmony. And a lot of times you can, go down to the country, and hit one of them old time hip slapping, foot stomping songs, what I'm saying?
That's right.
And to have the harmony in there, and so that makes a difference. And that's what I love about your group. Your group is so versatile in the industry, and what I want to do is, because you guys are so young, and I know Senior can vouch for this, because we're probably about the same age, and so we can say that we've trained you guys to be able to take it to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Because we want to see the Young Men for Christ hit the mainstream, make sure that they're on mainstream, and stay there. Not just, get there one or two times, just stay there. You know what I'm saying? And so that you want to be in the top, and so you want to, your performance, you want it to be 100 every time. You want to give your 100% every time you step on the floor. And so I just want to encourage you guys, man, continue doing what you're doing, and don't give up. I know sometimes, things get a little rough sometimes, things, but don't give up, because we need the young people. We need you young people to step it up. We older folks could only go but so far. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So when you all give up, you know what I'm saying, and then, we got to come back out there and put our tuxedos on, our big bow ties on, and our patent leather shoes.
You want to get closet, not that.
And don't forget our counterbond to put on the side and our waist there. You know what I'm saying? So we got to come back, and step. And do it up in the industry. But here's the thing. You guys are setting examples for some of the older groups, that's out here. I just did an interview with an older traditional quartet gospel group. They're just learning how to get on the internet. You see what I'm saying? And so you guys have already developed that, that process, and you guys have taken it to the next level. How has the internet helped you all, for streaming, for booking? How has the internet helped you all? And Lavelle, can you help us out?
I was wondering. Well, each one of us has a various social media page, and a lot of times people have inquire on Young Men for Christ page on how to book, and then the gentleman will either forward me a copy of the inquiry, or if I'm on their page, I'll see it and I'll go ahead and contact that person and say, I saw your inquiry on the group's page, and here's my contact information. So social media has been great, because we can reach people outside of Michigan, or people outside of Michigan can contact us, can see the performances, other promoters, other people that do things in the gospel industry, churches. They can see their performances, and they can inquire about bringing the group to their city. So social media is, in this day and time compared to back then, it makes it easier to contact artists today.
All right. And we have our management team here on the call here. Lavelle R. Nero from management 313-618-8791. And then also our email is down at the bottom, lrnero at altmgtmktg.com. And want to make sure that you all, if you would like to book the Young Men for Christ, if you would like to book them, they are available. And yeah, we want to see them reach to the next level. We want all of, and I see Devin Womack out there, and he recently had you all on a concert, I think, and I'm telling you, and he got happy.
Right in Montgomery, yeah. He thought he was a young man for Christ.
Yeah, and so and this one, when I look at all the videos out there, I said, wow. These young men are doing it up in the industry, because it makes me it makes me think about the yesterdays for me, and how we used to get out there and travel the road and singing and, going all, across the Northeast and Southeast. And you guys are traveling the world now, and taking that world by storm, with your music, and, traveling on the road. So you guys are doing great. You guys are a great asset to our industry. And Devion, tell me something, man. I see you out there, and I see that you are one of the persons that kind of push the group, and you constantly pushing the group. And I know you've had some challenges yourself, and so tell us, man, what gives you that motivation to want to continue and push the group to the next level?
Well, I'll say what gives me my motivation is me serving. I always been a server at heart. I'm always been a person that want to see other people thrive. If you thrive, I'm satisfied. I think God has planted in me where I help people. I like to push other people, and I get my reward within Him. So I find peace within God myself. So it's just want to see the group grow further than what some of these other groups have went. I've been in Quartet all my life. My grandparents, my family. I come from a line of quartet singers, So just being a part of a ministry and seeing it bloom in front of your very eyes, that's just enough, to tell God thank you. And even through sickness and health and everything, I still have found peace in singing.
Yeah.
So you have to find your peace in something, and my peace is in singing because I sung all my life.
Yeah.
All I know is singing. My family sings, so all I know is singing. So these guys have shown themselves to be friendly. The Bible says, "Show yourself to be friendly," and so I think the Bible says one can put 1,000 to flight, but two can put 10,000 to flight.
Yeah.
So I think we're doing the work.
Yeah.
I know we're doing the work.
Yeah,
So
and we need each other, because every person, like in a group, brings something totally, different to the perspective of the group. And so you being a mentor, a guider, what I'm saying, to the other fellas, and to say, hey, I can do this. I can do all things through Christ that strengthen me. Look, I'm a prime example. You know what I'm saying? And if I could do it, you could do it. You know what I'm saying? And so every person in the group can bring that to each other, and I think that goes a long, long ways. And supporting each other, as well. Into this ministry, because we all need one another. You know what I'm saying? When we stop communicating with one another and we start, saying, okay, it's about me and a bag of chips, then it's not going to work. but togetherness, man, it can strive. And I just want to say that to encourage you, Devion. Don't let anything stop you from your goals and your objectives. And I'm saying that to all the group also, but especially to you, because you are very important, person, and you're a chosen person, and I can see by your spirit. The Bible says, "Try the spirit by the spirit," and don't let anything stop you from, continue to the gospel. You see what I'm saying? Keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you may not feel like it, but hey, keep it going, because you are a prime example, and the others are watching you to see what your reaction is going to be. See what I'm saying? And make sure that you stay steadfast at all times. Sometimes you might say, "Oh man, I got the worst day in the world," but for God's sake, I'm going to make sure I'm not going to let my brother see that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to continue on doing what I got to do, and make full proof of my ministry, and go on about Jesus' name. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way you got to do it. And brothers, and I want to see our other brothers back each other. You see what I'm saying? And so that's what makes a group survive. And I'm quite sure Mr. Senior, if I think he's not in, I'm quite sure he can vouch for that and to make things happen, because he's another person in the group that I see pushes you guys to the next level. And so that's what we need, and during this time. So what's next for the group?
Well, as soon as this pandemic is over, they are lined up to go out of the country to a couple of countries, but
all right,
this pandemic is, and then we don't know. And whatever God leads us, we just want to be open and receptive. And just, I wanted to say, when we was talking about all their awards and winning and all that, and I know it's easy for me to say or them to say, because we won various awards. And someone said this in Chicago, and I thought they was, taking a shot at us, But after I thought about it, it was like, yes, you want to be recognized in the industry by your peers. And there's different major awards to be given to you by your peers. But it's not necessary the awards. And again, I know people can say, well, I can say that because I got them. But no, it's about the reward.
That's right.
No matter what you gain, it's your why you do this, why you constantly travel, why you constantly rehearse, why you constantly writing new material, why we constantly. So it's really about your why.
Yeah.
And you can get all the accolades and all the, and which is fine in the industry to be recognized by your peers. But the bottom line at the end of the day, it's all about the reward from God to show your faithfulness and your continuous ministry for the people, reaching out and doing that. So I just want to, say that, that yes, they got the awards. All my artists are multiple award winning, but again, the thing why we do this, why I manage, is because I'm expecting a reward from God from the work.
All right. And I want to, Justin Gilmore says, Detroit, Young Men for Christ. All right. Justin Gilmore, thank you so much. And so many is out there chiming in the back channel here. And just loving the Young Men for Christ and what you guys do. And you guys don't know, you are a prime example. When you step on the floor, when you out in the open, you are a prime example for quartet industry. See what I'm saying? and we look for you guys to be, at 100 and at your best at all times, and so, and especially for our older quartet artists, some of the legends, you know what I'm saying? Even for some of the legends, when they see you guys step out, you guys should step out 100%, and do your very best that you possibly can in the ministry, and and just let God. And one of the things too is continue to study God's word, because how can you sing about Jesus Christ and you have no relationship? You see what I'm saying? You have to study the word of God. Continue in prayer, because you might be singing and you might touch somebody in that audience to say, okay, I'm looking to commit suicide because of a song that you sung, testimony, a song that you sung might have encouraged them to say, hey, I'm not going to commit suicide. I'm going to continue with my life. A young person might say, I've been faced with bullying. You see what I'm saying? And because I see y'all young people there and how y'all working together as a team, I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of the ministry. You see what I'm saying? And so this is why we have to support one another in the gospel industry. And that's why what I do is I love to support our young men coming up in the gospel industry, because like I said, you guys are a prime example for the quartets, of today, and and Mr. Senior, I had mentioned that the Young Men for Christ, they are prime examples for the quartet industry, for the church industry, and they have to have their game ready 100% every time they step on the floor. And can you vouch for that for me?
Yes, yeah, they definitely have to be all the time. It's just mighty strange by what you're saying. I had the same talk with one of my members in the group about that. The same way that you give your ministry to on the end of preaching, it's the same way you have to do your ministry in singing as well. Both of them go hand in hand.
Yep.
Like I said, sometimes you might be able to, preaching, you get up there and somebody hear you saying a word that can help them. Someone can hear you singing. Mm-hmm. Also can help you, anyway. If you save one soul in the ministry, it doesn't matter if you're preaching or singing, you done God's will.
That's right.
And without a shadow of a doubt, I know for a fact that these guys are real, what they do. Because like I said, sometimes I haven't, known anyone who have a lot of ups and downs in a relationship. And I look at this group, we stuck together. We are family, and family do go through different problems, do situations, doesn't matter, but somehow we all overcome, and somehow we always come back together. And I look like this group would never be divorced, and we stuck together. Yeah. So like I said, it doesn't matter young or old, we in this thing together, thick and thin. And like I said, it plays a part where, like I said, the older generation that laid the pathway for the new generation that's coming up, and we have to remember that, because sometimes we forget where we come from.
That's right.
But where it started from is from the older generation, older quartet. And like I said, they laid the pathway for this new quartet, new generation that's coming up. I will never forget it. Like I said, that's where I started from. I've been with one group over 30 some years playing drums, and they laid the pathway for me. And what I took from that, I tried to bring it to this group as well. I'm not just, like I said, I'm the older guy, but at the same time, I'm real about what I do. Sometimes they might not like what I say, but sometimes I don't like how things happen. God holds me accountable for this group as well, because like I said, sometimes, these guys, they, my son is in this group, and, like I said, they look up and you never know who's in front of you. You got to be careful what you do and what you say. Sometimes, like I said, when I was growing up, I never partied with my dad, my family. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I look at it like this. Sometimes we can come together, but sometimes we got to be careful what you do and what you say, because you always want that respect from anyone that's up under you, that's over you.
Yeah.
And I want these guys to see who I am. I'm not just, out here just to be nobody's father and nobody's
Yeah.
brother, none of that. I'm here to be a leader. And that's just that's how I
All
look at
right.
me. And I hope I'm a good leader where
Yes,
somebody's
sir.
able to follow. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah. Because,
and
yeah, and I was just discussing this with a traditional quartet. These younger generation quartet artists, they don't understand about if you didn't come to on a program and you wasn't dressed down to the T, you know
yeah,
what I'm saying, you wouldn't sing. You get back
that's
on the
right.
bus. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of these young artists don't know if you get up there and with the wrong colors on and you get fined. See what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
Or
That's right.
you hit
That's right.
Mr. Hit the wrong song, you get fined. But see, we came up during these different times like that, and so we've got to instill all these different things into our young artists. And I just want to say that you guys are such an encouragement to me for sure. And I even had to put my picture next to y'all on the flyer. I said I'm a part of the group too.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
Mr. Nero, I had to put my picture next to these guys. You know what I'm saying? They so encouraged. I had to put my picture right there
Yeah.
on the flyer. Yeah, that's how much you guys are so much of
You fit right in now.
inspiration to me, man. Much success to you all. Just let's all encourage one another and back one another and stick together. And we can move, those mountains that may be in our way. You know what I'm saying? And just ask God to give us strength during this time. And I want each one of you all to give an encouraging word. Just a few seconds of an encouraging word. We'll start with you, Jesse. You there? All right.
I'm sorry. A bit of encouraging words for anybody. Do not stop, no matter how tough the road may get, no matter how high the mountain, how low the valley. You always have to stay the course. The Bible
All
says,
right.
"Pray without ceasing." So you got to keep praying until something happens, and in
All
due
right.
time, God is going to bring everything together. Trust me.
All right. All right, Junior. You there?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
All right. Give us
I would just say,
30 seconds.
I would say, man, just continue to have faith in God. Have faith in what you can do, what God can do for you, and just never give up, because God said He'll never put
All
more on you
right.
than you're able to bear. Um, and you just got to believe that no matter what you're going through, no matter how hard it is, no matter what the struggle is, God is always there with you, and He'll be able to guide you through whatever the situation is. So just stay faithful, stay strong, and be encouraged.
All right. All right, Devion.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll say basically know who you are, know your limits, know who God is, know who you serve, know that you're going to make mistakes on this journey, but those mistakes you learn from those mistakes. And the biggest things is when you learn from those mistakes, know that God brought you over those mistakes. Um, we often forget that when we ask God to elevate us and put us in leadership position, that that's more trouble to come. It's not easy being a Christian. It's not easy being saved. It's not easy being young and saved. But if you stay grounded and rooted in the Word of God, God will direct your path. So that's the most important thing is know what you're asking for, know what you're asking God to give you, and know the levels to what you're asking God to give you too. Because the higher you go, the more devils that's going to come. So yeah, just stay grounded in the Word of God and keep serving to the best of your ability, and ask God daily teach me how to be more like you, how to live more like you, how to pray more like you. And that's all I can encourage you with.
All right, all right. Hey, before we go to Frank, we got Tim Frierson, Tupelo, Mississippi, is in the house. I want to thank Mr. Frierson, Tupelo, Mississippi, and so many gospel artists out here encouraging young men for Christ. And also we got Paul Cook, the spiritual messengers from Tupelo, Mississippi, is in the house. And we got so many. Let's see, we got Harry St. Germain. He's in the house. And so many. Frank, you're next. You're up. 30 seconds.
All right, I'm going to be quick. I believe whatever these gentlemen what they have just said pretty much sums it up. I don't have any words. But all to those that believe that God can do anything but fail, just continue to believe in Him. Go after whatever it is you want. Don't put limits on yourself. Just stay true to who you are. Put God first. And whatever the other gentlemen said, what they said, stick to it. Do what you do. God's got it.
All right. And we got Eric Sr. in the house.
Most of all, I want everybody to stay grounded. Look to the hills where all your help comes from. That's where most of all, that's the most important thing. You gotta look to the hills. Believe in yourself. Listen, first of all, to someone that's up under you and that's over you, because that's the most important. If he that has an ear, they will listen. Because like I said, regardless of what, the sky is the limit for the youth. The old laid the pathway for it. But like I said, the sky is the limit. Don't quit. Keep going. It might get rough. Keep going. It might get tough. Keep going. You got to keep fighting. As Gospel 4 wrote a song, fight on. And that's what you got to do. No matter what, you fight on. Because regardless, you're gonna have people gonna come your pathway. They're going to try to throw stepping stones at you, but you still got to fight on. And like I said, don't ever think you can't do it. Trust and believe in yourself. You can get through anything as long as you got God on your side. So just fight on. Don't quit.
All right, Mr. Lavelle, you have something you would like to say? Encouraging?
Yes, foremost, trust in God, believe in God, trust in yourself, and know that hard work, being consistent, and building positive relationships will take you to places you never thought you would be. So, it may get frustrated, but keep going the race like a racehorse with blinders, so you keep looking forward. Never look back, only to examine where you came from. So consistency and hard work pays off.
All right. Hey, I want to thank you guys for coming on tonight. And like I said, I want to encourage you all to be the best that you can be. And like I say, support one another. And, you can always give me a call. I'm one call away. And I could just be the fill-in guy for the group.
Yes, sir.
Or I could just pass out the water. Yeah. I don't mind putting on my suit. I'll be sharp from head to toe. I'll be sharp. Yeah, I'll pass out the water. Yeah.
Most of all, man, I like to thank you also, man, for just continue to encourage us, man. And hey, thank you for looking down on this little old group right here, man. That's trying to come up to be somebody. That's trying to do something for somebody.
Yeah.
And like I said, we just an ordinary group, man, and just trying to strive to do God's will. And I thank you for looking at us to come on your platform, and you thought that much of us. And like I said, we appreciate you, man. We definitely appreciate you.
and I know Mr. Nero, he'll continue to keep me updated on the group and where you guys are. And I'm looking for you guys to come up north here in the cold, not right now, but when the weather breaks, I'm hoping that you guys come this way, and I'm going to be sharing the information to all the promoters up this way to book you all in this area, and because I definitely want to be there. I want to be on the front row to encourage you all right? Thank you all. God bless. Take care.
God bless you. Thank
All
you.
right.
All right.
See y'all.
Bless your church.
All right. Hey, y'all heard it right here on the V Network Radio. Hey, don't forget. I'm telling you, we got more gospel artists that's going to be coming to us on Saturday. We'll be back in on our pre-anniversary shows, and so we want to make sure that you tune in this coming Saturday. We got more recording artists coming this way, and so this coming Saturday we're gonna have Quan Campbell and Jay McDonald. Also Kevin Joyner Jr. will join us on this coming Saturday, 8 p.m. right here on the V Network Radio. Don't forget to tune in, share the flyers, and we got so many more this coming Sunday. We've got the singing disciples of Louisiana coming in the house. Just spoke with them today, and they're going to be in the house with us on this coming Sunday. And on Monday, we got a treat for you. We got the gospel, the mighty gospel warriors are going to be in the house. So I'm telling you, this Power Pack pre-anniversary, we're doing it up 2 years. 2 years for the radio station. And I'm telling you, it's so great to be back with you. And continue to tune in to the station. You can tune in to vnetworkradio.com, vnetworkradio.com. You can tune in 24/7 where you can hear the best in gospel music. 24/7. All right, vnetwork.com. And don't forget to tune in, everybody, and let's support one another. All right. Well, we'll see y'all this coming Saturday. You get a break tomorrow. We'll be back on this coming Saturday with you with more good interviews right here on the V Network Radio. Music, entertainment, industry talk. We'll see y'all. Peace.